Good morning. Today is Friday, December 20th, and it is a gold day. Welcome to WSMS. Please give your attention to Lillian for the pledge.
Good morning. Please join me in a moment of silence. Please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Remember to show respect, make a difference, and set the bar high. Have a great day. Now back to the announcers.
Attention all wrestlers. If you plan to be part of the Schmucker wrestling team, you need to register on Register My Athlete and have a physical uploaded onto that site. If you have questions, see Coach Madeline or stop in the main office to pick up the RMA paperwork. You cannot participate if you are not registered on registermyathlete.com. Wrestlers practice begins January 6th after break.
Attention all SMS Student Council representatives. This is just a reminder that there will be a Student Council meeting after winter break on Wednesday, January 8th, beginning at 8:25 in the LGI. Hope to see you there. Have a wonderful winter recess.
Do you have a love of reading, literature, and poetry? The Academic Super Bowl English team may be a great fit for you. Email Miss Hoover if you are interested in being on this year's team. Practices will start right after winter break.
What is the probability that you might like Math Academic Super Bowl? The probability is 1. Come check it out. Practices start after break. See Ms. Foster in room 224 if you're interested. Listen for further announcements when we return.
Do you have a love of history? Consider joining Social Studies Academic Super Bowl. This year's theme is the Roaring Twenties. We will begin practices after break. Please see Miss O'Brien in the IMC if you would like to join.
Attention all 8th graders going on the class trip to Washington, D.C. Please check to see that your name is on the list of registered participants. The list is on the windows of Student Services. All students who have registered with Hemisphere Travel and have made their first payment should be on the list. Parent chaperones are also included on the list. As of today, there are 200 8th graders going on the trip. Please see Ms. Garbeck in room 320 if you have any questions. Thanks, Ms. Garbeck.
Thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful break. Stay tuned for the 5-star program.
Welcome back to 5-Star Life. Coach Seth here to challenge you to live fearless. Now remember, living fearless doesn't mean you don't have fear. It means you don't let fear hold you back from living your 5-star life. Now I want to pause because I want to ask any of you who have been impacted, it's helped you change your mindset, your outlook on life, and you've overcome some fear, you've fought through some fear. If that's you, I want to hear from you. Last year, we asked the same question and students reached out. Our staff actually came together. We actually ended up going to visit some of those schools. So go to 5starlife.org, go to the information on your screen, and let us know, give us some feedback, and we might be coming to your school soon. I've heard it said that we don't see the world as it actually is. We see the world as we are. In other words, the way we think about ourselves, the way we feel about ourselves, impacts the way we see other people, other situations. Now, I read this really interesting article that was seeking to find out why certain students were highly and wildly popular. And they interviewed kids from different schools that were wildly popular. You know what the one thing they all had in common? Was it that they were rich? No. They were well-dressed? No. Athletic? No. None of those things that we maybe would think of. The one thing they all had in common was this. Each one of them liked everybody. They had a genuine interest in all types of people, not just people that looked like them, that walked and talked like them, that thought like them. They were interested in all kinds of people. They had a genuine interest. And what this is they had a diverse interest in people. They celebrated and embraced diversity. So what holds us back from being wildly popular like these students? Not that that should be the goal, right? To be wildly popular. I think there's something deeper that we want, and that's to belong and to be connected in relationships. That's the goal. So what holds us back from being genuinely interested in people around us? You guessed it, fear. We are so afraid of what people think of us, instead of being focused on how interesting and diverse and fascinating people are around us. We're trying so hard to fit into a group that we don't understand that we already belong. We already fit. See, I've heard something brilliant. The most interesting person in the room is the most interested person in the room. Think about that. If you could get over your fear, get out of your way, and accept who you are, and just show genuine interest, that connection, those relationships will just naturally flow. The definition of diverse simply means variety, to be very different. You know that everybody on the planet is diverse, very different. You're a multi-dimensional person. Maybe you've never thought of yourself that way, but you are a certain gender, you're a certain race. You come from a certain ethnic background. You have a unique family situation. There's so many things that are unique about you. You have unique experiences that nobody else on the planet share that makes you yourself. So the problems begin in our own minds when we start to downplay our own uniqueness, our own diversity. I'm not diverse enough. I'm boring. Or maybe you've heard these lies from other people that you're weird or different in a bad way. And so you're trying to figure out like who you are. And what I want to do is I want to challenge you to live by the 5-star value of respect, which is treating others the way you want to be treated. What if you actually treated you the way you want to be treated? Instead of hating on yourself and your lack of diversity, listen, we're multidimensional people. You're diverse. Embrace that diversity, celebrate that diversity, because the moment you begin to accept and respect yourself, you can pass that along to others. I've heard it said that diversity is a reality, but inclusion is a choice. See, diversity is a reality. You're a diverse person, whether you want to believe it or not. You're diverse, you're unique, you're interesting, you're special. But making sure you feel like you belong and including yourself and believing that, that's a choice. As soon as you choose to respect and embrace your own uniqueness is the moment you open the door to start being interested and accepting and respectful to others' uniqueness. I read a story about a girl named Amanda who received a full-ride scholarship to run track at the prestigious Naval Academy. But if you met Amanda or if you saw a picture of her, you wouldn't understand how truly unique she was or how diverse she was. Let me tell you a little bit of her story. She was born in a small African village in northern Ghana in abject poverty. At age 7, her mom fell ill and passed away tragically. She was relocated, shipped off to live with other family members for several years while her dad, who was a traveling merchant, tried to make ends meet. In the process, her dad fell in love with a white American woman and then relocated the whole family to America. So here she is in middle school, one of the most challenging phases of your life, having to learn a new language, having to attend school. But she was fast, so she picked up track as a way to relieve the stress and the pressure of life. She was excellent at it. But she still found herself in high school in this phase of having an identity crisis. I have African American friends. My father's African. I speak multiple languages. My mom is white. Where do I fit? Where do I belong? See, she felt all this pressure to belong in one particular spot. You belong in Africa. You should talk like this. You know, you're African American. You should act like this and listen to this kind of music. No, your mom's white. You should dress like this and talk like this and walk like this. She had this pressure and this crisis. And through counseling and just through some maturity, she had this breakthrough moment that changed her life. She realized, I don't have to choose one category. I'm a diverse person. I can be in all those categories at the same time. It's what makes me unique. See, if there's one thing I want us to learn, is to learn from Amanda that every one of us is diverse. See, diversity is a reality. We're all diverse. But inclusion, accepting ourselves, respecting ourselves, and then accepting, celebrating, and respecting others, that's a choice. And we have a couple options. We can choose to get hurt by people when they call us weird or unique or strange in a negative way, We can get angry about that, upset about that, and we can wave our diversity in their face. And we can pay their disrespect back with disrespect. But I want to challenge you to live fearless, not to let fear of being rejected dominate the way you choose to behave, but to actually respect yourself and others enough to repay that disrespect with respect. It takes, though, a great confidence in who you are, celebrating who you are. And when you do that, you're comforting your own skin. You have to prove anything. You can respond with kindness and respect because you know they have their own issues. They're trying to find out who they are. This is your breakthrough moment. This is your epiphany. Remember, diversity is a reality, but inclusion is your choice. Good luck.